All right, everybody, welcome back here to Chicago here with the Blackhawks on NHL 23. Of course, this is our Franchise Mode Series episode number 14. We are here at the trade deadline of 2027, March 9th to be exact. We are currently first in the NHL with 95 points with a record of 45, 13, and 5. Connor Bedard, our leading scorer here, 74 points in 63 games and already 30 goals for him, which is good to see. Of course, this is what the team is looking like at the moment, points-wise. So scroll down here, and then for goalies, there is where we are at. So trade deadline here, it's going to be very interesting. I do want to try to swap Georgiev, I believe I'm going to probably trade at this point. I know we just signed him, and I hate to trade a guy that I just signed, but if we're going to make a run this year, which it looks like we definitely are, like, I can't have a 905 save percentage for starting goalies. So Kamesso's played good for us, so I think I'm going to target a goalie with a lesser overall and maybe get like a pick or something back. And then I don't think we need to make too many trades besides that. We'll see what's available. Maybe we'll change our minds there, but I think we're looking good forward-wise. Maybe like a fourth line forward, maybe, because they're all pretty low in the minus. So maybe look to upgrade there, maybe a left winger, and then send Leonov down for the rest of the season. Help us development a little, maybe, and getting some first line time there in the AHL. But defensively, I think we're looking perfect. Everyone is in the pluses by a mile. This top pair is absolutely killing it this year. Korchinski stepping up with 40 points, which is huge. And then Shea Theodore, of course, he's been so far a great trade for us as he led our team in defensive points last year, and he's looking to do the same this year. And yeah, so these two, the young guys, there are plus 10s for both. They have decent point production. And then same thing with these. I mean, Willander's a plus 25, which is amazing for a bottom pair defenseman. So, and then one thing I did notice, I don't know if I showed it in the last video or even saw it, Newhook is actually down to a top 6 potential. So he is 26 years old, so after he turns 27, he can't, really regress in progression. He can through statistical growth, but not with progression. So that's something to watch. I think with the season he's having, he could potentially jump up in the offseason regardless, but it is something to watch for us. I know we were talking about trading him at one point. He still is staying consistent, though, so I think we're going to hang on to him. We'll see what he does in the playoffs. That's going to be a big factor, because if he goes 3 years in a row without doing much, then maybe we can make a move there. But yeah, I think I'm ready to hop into the deadline here. We'll get the deadline and the rest of the season done in this episode. So here we go. Let's see who is available here. And Quinn Hughes is a max trade value, and if he would be a rental, I'm not going to give that up. And apparently we have Shea Theodore on the block, which is not going to happen. Definitely not. Mark Stone would be interesting. He doesn't have too wild of a trade value there. If we want like a cheaper option, there's some guys back here. Yeah, the two from Minnesota still available. It's Patrick Kane. I think they're selling our veterans here, but we're not going to trade either of those guys. Definitely not. As we already have a trade from St. Louis. They are trading Perinovich and Ryan Donato in exchange for a first-round pick and Bure. I hardly ever see the AI trade first-round picks at the deadline especially, so that is a pretty big trade there. There's Marchessault, who's going nuts in the finals right now. Cat's just got a win on him, though. I think I talked about that in the last video. So hopefully, at least for me, I do want the Panthers to win. Hopefully they can come back there, but Marchessault is here. He's an 86. He has like very minimal trade value. He can be somebody to watch there. We have Tarasenko, Nick Waugh, Vitaly Kravtsov. There's a lot of options here. How about for goalies, though? I don't think I saw one over here, right? Nope. I don't really want a guy who's too high overall anyway, so this is good here. Anybody available? We have Vemelka, who was a free agent this past year, 902. Mackenzie Blackwood, 894, yikes. John Gibson, he has a 911 save percentage. That's pretty good. And a lot of times the veteran goalies can definitely sim well. So he does have a bit of a cap hit there, but if it's only for 1 year, we shouldn't be worried. There's Connor Murphy, former Blackhawk. He was a solid defenseman for us too. We ran out of room for him. He's still plus there in Arizona. And then any other goalies, there's Binner, who's got a 910. There is Montembeault, who doesn't like who's played this year. And yeah, so let me take a look at John Gibson here since he looked like the best option. He does have a lot of cap, as I said, but I think we still have cap space, right? Like I think I still have a cap whale on this team. Yeah, we're barely over the cap right now. That's going to change this next year, but yeah, Gibson, he's not asking, or he doesn't have that much trade value, I should say. He's been just okay, but he plays in Anaheim though, so that is something to consider. He's done decent in the playoffs the last couple years. Before I do that, though, let me look at... Who was the other guy that was... Oh, yeah, Benner. Let me go over to St. Louis here. I believe he's still on the Blues. Here they are. Yep, Bennington is right there. And they also have Bob on the block, but he's only a 79, so I don't know about that one. Yeah, so Benner here, he has been pretty good for them. Honestly, he's been better than Gibson. Playoffs, he's done... This was in real life. He actually had a great playoff run that year. He's been not the greatest, so I think it's going to be really random with the simulation regardless. I don't think it's going to be that much more. He has no trade value at all, so we actually could get a lot more from St. Louis here. So I think I'll take a chance on Bennington. Yeah, look at that. We might even get it. Like, what kind of pick can we get from this? They have 2 first-round picks here. They don't look to be any good. I don't think that'll go through. We can try it, though. It's kind of a cheap move because I don't think Georgiev has that much more value over him, but if the AI allows me to do it, I will do it. Let's see if that will go through. I didn't think so. Okay. But we can pick up a late first-round pick here, so they look like they're going to make the playoffs. The only thing is, do we want to trade within our division? So Anaheim would be in the Pacific. But I think with the value, though, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea. We can get their first-round pick back. Yeah, we can definitely... I think that would go through. Do they have any prospects that they're trading? Not that we really need them, but... or we can pick up a guy like Brandon Shen. Oh, he's got 2 years left. But we can get a fourth-line forward. Either of these guys look any good. Max Jones fits in the bottom 6. Power forward. We have Green and Sissons in that bottom line. Who... I know Sissons is a 2-way forward. What is Green? Is he a playmaker? Where is he? Right here. Ryan Green, I believe it is, right? Yep. He is a playmaker. Okay, so I don't think it's going to matter what their player type is too much. I don't think I can get a first and Max Jones on top of that, but we can try it. Yeah, he's got a decent amount of value there. Yeah, I mean, he's having a decent year himself. 24 points. How much ice time is he getting? Yeah, that looks like bottom. Yeah, we can target Max Jones here. So I don't think this will go through, right? No. It's not that far off, though. Maybe we can add just a little something that we don't need and get a first-round pick back. I don't know if we have anything to trade, though. Like a low 6, I'd be definitely willing to give that up. Because these guys aren't going to be shit. So... Georgiev and Sergeyev for Bennington, a first, and Max Jones. Will that go through? Just a bit low for us, so that means that is just about there. I don't want to fuck up the AHL, but... I mean, yeah, I'll give up another low 6. I don't care about the... I probably could give up a little less value. We're already getting a good deal out of this, I think. So, Georgiev, Sergeyev, and Jones for Bennington, a first, and Max Jones. And that will go through. Beautiful. All right, so hopefully we've actually upgraded there in goalie, and then we also get a pick back and Max Jones. So that was a perfect trade for us. We got everything that we needed in that one trade. And yeah, I'm feeling good about that. While I'm here, I do want to take a look at some of our prospects here. So Pelika is a rookie. He's up to an 85, which is beautiful. Obviously, that big trade with Buffalo we had early on. Leonov is there. This guy, Blake De Silva, is up to a 75 at 19. Yeah, this guy's going to be a beast. Low elite with all the X factors. He might be ready for next year, depending on how he grows. We got a couple low elites. Oh, yeah, Olsen also has a bunch of X factors. He could make a big jump. We have Barry. Wow, we have a lot of these low elite guys. I didn't even notice. Harrison is having a great year in his USA team. That is almost 2 points a game. And then, yeah, among others, we have a great prospect pool regardless of what our team is doing. And then our core is very young, like Bedard, 21, Catone, 21. Dobrinka on the older side, 29, but he's still below 30. Lenny, 22. Leonov, 18, 21, 26. I mean, look at these guys. This is just loaded. 23 from Nazar. And even our goalie, Drew Comessa, how old is he? He is 24. So this is, as long as we played our cards right, we're looking good for both right now and the future. So let me take a look here. Make sure we don't want to make any more moves. I really don't think so. I'm good with trusting this team. We can slot Jones in there on the fourth line, but then regardless, or besides that, I should say, we should be all good. I know I'm going to have to change the lines up again because I traded somebody on the roster, but I'll do that off camera. I think, I just seen Philip Gustafson on there. What's he doing this year? Yikes, below 900. That's why we got rid of him. That is why we got rid of him. So yeah, I think I'm going to just kind of skip to the end of this, and then I'll pick it back up. Oh wait, I don't even have to do that. I can just exit. Yeah. What am I thinking? So we're all good here at the deadline. But what I will do is I will get the lines all set up, and then I'll cut right back to the screen. So I'll see you guys in 1 second. All right, y'all. So here are the updated lines. Only change on forward is Max Jones on that fourth line. We still do have a -1, unfortunately, but I think we're just going to have to deal with that. I think regardless, it's probably going to be a -1. Defensively, we are the same. And then goalies, we have Commesso and now Jordan Binnington. And then I did the special teams. I don't know if any of it's a little different than last time, but I just went with what I thought would be best. And yeah, so let's get to the end of the season now. I don't think we have to make any more changes. Oh, and of course, I can show you guys really quick that Leonov is right here in the AHL on the first line. So there is that. And yeah, how is our AHL team doing, by the way? Not too bad. 29, 22, and 3. We have a bit more scoring this year. I think Leonov will definitely help with that. So there is that. Excuse me. And let's get you in the season here. Hopefully we have a good end of the season. I would definitely take a President's Trophy. The only thing is there kind of is a curse in this game with that. Typically the team that wins it gets out in like the first round or second round a lot. But hopefully we can play well regardless. So I would hope that we were a playoff team after this. Of course, anytime that you make a trade after the deadline, your team goes to shit. We have clinched a playoff. Wow, come on, game. Like, I don't think this team will go with that many losses. We get a couple wins there. And yeah, look at the Avalanche leaped us. They actually beat us right there. And pretty typical EA right there. That is, like, it was so obvious it was going to happen. Look at how many losses we had. The only win we had after the deadline, only 2 wins in this month were these right here. And then just loss after loss. We got a shootout win there against Calgary to get us back on track. But, I mean, you knew that was coming. But regardless, we're here at the last game of the season. Let's just slow sim it real quick. Minnesota not having a good year themselves. So first period, we are down 2-1. Kaprizov and is that Milne or Milne? Nazar for us. Second period, same score. We are outshooting them heavily. Who was our goalie? Oh yeah, Wallstedt. That'll help. Third period, and we fall 3-2. Bedard ties it up, but then Ogren for them gets the game winner on Binnington. So yeah, Wallstedt with 40 saves. I mean, what are you gonna do against that? So yeah, we don't have a good end of the season, but maybe that will help fuel us for the playoffs. So we finish second in our division, 52-23 and 7, as well as tied for second in the league overall. So let's take a look at our team here to end the season. Yeah, but it looks like Bedard cooled off a little bit. He was like 10 points over point per game, I think, or 10 points over point per game, excuse me. And yeah, he ends with 87. Here's still a great season from him, 35 goals. DeBrincat with 36 goals, 74 points. Kane, 70 points. Oh, yep. Catone also dropped off a little bit, 68 points. I think he is good for that first line, though. He's up to 90 overall now, which is beautiful. But yeah, I think that line is pretty set in stone as our first line going forward. Kane was 70 points at 38. It's crazy. I thought like 88 last year. This might be even more impressive just because of his age. 38. 70-point season. Beautiful. Newhook, 65 points for us. That is a new career high for him. So that is great. That second line played very well this year. Speaking of that second line, Lenny with 57 points. And all these guys are well on the plus, which is good. Pavelski, 51 on the third line is really good. I'm telling you, these veterans with X Factors, they sim really well. Nazar, 35, so it was mainly Pavelski in that third line. Max Jones, 26. Caswell, only 26 on that third line. So hopefully he can have a better season next year. He has improved a little bit, though, which is good. But yeah, hopefully he has his breakout season next year, and then Colton Sissons with 15 and Ryan Green with 10. So what did Max Jones do for us on that fourth line? Only 2 points in 19 games at -5, yeah. So that fourth line is going to be maybe a little bit of a burden for us, but we're just going to have to deal with that, I think. Defensively, Shea Theodore, a new career high already, 65 points, ups his high from last year. Another career from another guy with a career, I should say, is Kevin Korchinski, 48 points this year, a big jump from last year. He did cool off after the deadline too, but a good season for him nonetheless. And wow, these two really struggled after the deadline. They were like +10, I think, so they went, I guess it's not too drastic, but 24 points for Kasparaitis, 18 from Pellikka. And then our captain, Seth Jones, 18, and Willander with 15. That bottom pair was great for us. Willander a +23, Jones a +14. Really good ice time from them this year. And then in goal, wow, that is what dropped off. We gave Kamessa the keys, and he absolutely did not play well. 900 save percentage he ends with after having, what, like a 922 or something at the deadline? And then Binner only with a 902 for us, yeah, in 7 games. So that is a bit concerning. I mean, I don't think those two moves like hindered our team that much. Or I wouldn't have thought it would, but it seems to a little bit. So that is a bit unfortunate. Hopefully, though, it won't matter for the playoffs. We can just turn it up and come up big when we need to. So around the league, for forwards, Connor McDavid leading the way, 98 points. Jesper Bratt up there with 96, as well as Jack Hughes. Ovechkin played on that line with McDavid, 94 points. McKinnon, 93. He has 50 goals this year also. Bo Horvat, 93. Natchez, 93. Bedard was what? Was that like 10th or something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th. So 9th in scoring this year for Bedard, which is good to see. And then goal leaders, it was Nathan McKinnon with that 50 goal. He'll be taking home the Rocket Richard this year. As far as defensemen go, Mira Heiskanen leading the way in points with 88, which is crazy. Look at all this defensive scoring. Adam Fox, 79 points. Dougie Hamilton, 78. Rasmus Dahlin, 67. And Shea Theodore, 5th there with 65. And then I see Aaron Ekblad with 24 goals right there. That is crazy. I think he had a year where he had almost 20. Yep. Oh, that was not here. So 15 right here. I think that was the closest he got. Oh, he had 16 right here, but I think I was thinking of this year right here. Yeah, 24 goals for Ekblad is pretty impressive as a defenseman. And then goalie-wise, Linus Ullmark had the most wins. Georgiev was up there, but mainly for us, I would think, right? Yeah, only 9 wins in St. Louis. He actually didn't play that well in St. Louis either, so I guess it didn't really matter who we had in goal. We just went on a cold streak there. Rodrigue up there with, wow, I've never seen him do anything in this game, to be honest. 910 save percentage for him as well. And then speaking of save percentage among starters, who the hell is this? See, this is what I mean, man. These random-ass low overall goalies are the ones that are going to sim well, which is very stupid. At least Vazzy was up there. Vanacek, who's an 88, is up there. Swayman's up there. But, like, Emil Vinny, he's only... oh, he only played 12 games. Okay, that's fine. But, yeah, it's so dumb how goalies are. That's why, I didn't even want to sign Georgiev, but I thought I might give it a chance. But, yeah, you look at, like, these... Let me scroll down here. Like, let me find some goalies here. Like, what's Thompson? Yeah, 87 has an 896. Shesterkin only a 95 overall goaltender with a 907. That is so frustrating. Especially since they're paying him what? Yeah, almost $7.5 million for that shit. Like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. But yeah, you can see, like, goalies are so inconsistent. Yep, you see Saros, 92 overall, a 903 save percentage. Getting paid what? Yep, almost 7.5 again. So EA definitely needs to fix that for next year. Because, I mean, it didn't seem like it was a problem in, like, probably, like, 3 or 4 years ago. Because I remember it from last year, too. But I don't ever remember that being a problem until the last couple of years. I think they've been... See, it's hard for them, though. I will give them a little bit of, some sympathy, because I know they want to up the scoring in the game. Because NHL 19, if you guys ever played Franchise Mode then, like, your players would score, like, 50 to 60 points as your leading scorer. It was bad. Like, if you did it Oilers franchise and you had McDavid, he would score 68 points. Like, it was so stupid. And there's always favoritism for the user. The players are going to score less for whatever reason. I don't know why they do that, but you can tell. Like, I bet you if we didn't have Bedard, like, not to say that he didn't have a good year, but if we didn't have Bedard, he probably would have put up like 120 points. Like, it's hard for them to simulate really well when you're controlling a team for whatever reason. But yeah, so there is that. And then we can take a look at the team stats real quick too. I don't think we've gone over this before, so it'd be good to see what we're doing good, what we're not doing good. So goals for per game. Let's sort by the entire league here. Goals for per game, we are, what is that, 8th? Yep, we are 8th, so we're scoring a lot of goals. Goals against, we are top 8 as well. Okay, that's good. Despite our goaltenders falling off so we must have been like first before the deadline, like that. That's probably how good we were doing before. And then power play percentage, ooh, that doesn't look too high. 16, it's probably middle of the pack. So with how much talent we have, though, you would think it would be better. Okay, maybe a little bit on the lower side. Yep. So a bit on the lower side there for power play. How about penalty kills? Oh, that looks bad. Yep, bottom 3 for penalty kills. So we're going to have to look at that. And then home and away is pretty even. Last 10, not the greatest. So let's take a look at our penalty kill. I know for one of our, it's like 5-on-3 penalty kill. It's like a -2 or something, but... so we have Lenny and Sissons. You'd think Sissons would be a good option. I'll leave him there. We'll swap Lenny, though, for Pavelski. And then... No, I need Pavelski for the face-offs, because he's got 81, which is decent. So let's put him with... maybe Nazar. Switch it up a little bit, and then we'll put... Oh, we'll leave Bedard... What is this? This is... Okay, if I move him with Pavelski, that's a +1, and does that go down any? No, it's a +1 also, okay. And then we'll put Pavelski at center there. And I think they're about the same face-off rating, yeah, so we'll just leave Bedard, and then Sissons right there. Okay, so we change it up a little bit there. Maybe we don't want both of our offensive defensemen, so we'll put... Like... Is he good defensively? Oh, he's an offensive defenseman too, though. 86. You know, let's put faith in our captain here for the first line penalty kill there. And then that doesn't really screw up anything, so I'll take that. And then, yeah, this is where I think the minus is right here. Yep. Okay. What can I change here? So let's put... I mean, these two would be at -1. But, yeah, then it fucks that one up too. Let's swap... Let's put Jones up here again and see what we're working with now. Pelika... Alright, at least that's even. And then can I do... This is -1 regardless. Okay. I'll just leave it like that. We'll deal with that -1. I think we had a -2 before, so that is better. And then... Our power play wasn't the greatest. I'll give these lines a chance in the playoffs. But if it's something that we know is concerning, we will definitely change it up there. So yeah, I think that's how I'm going to leave the team heading into the playoffs. Let's find out who we are facing as well as we wrap up this year. Oh, it should be the Dallas Stars, right? Yes, it will be. So Dallas, this is the team that we faced 2 years ago, right? Was it the team that we beat in the first round, or did we lose to them in the second? I think we beat them. And then we lost to Colorado, maybe? Did we lose to the Avalanche? I can't remember. Let me take a look, because I think Edmonton... Oh, I can't look at the awards now, that's right. I think Edmonton has won the Cup the last 2 years, or at least the 2 years before last year. But I think we beat Dallas in the first round. I could be mistaken, but, I mean, you guys can see in the previous videos. You guys probably remember more than I do. So, but yeah, I'm going to leave this video here. It might be a little bit of a shorter one, but we are geared up and are ready for the playoffs. If you guys did like the video, please let me know down below. If you have any suggestions, also let me know. And yeah, let's go Hawks for the playoffs. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and you guys take care.